One notes, again, 5 and 7 are together for one chapter test because they are similar. We did addition and subtraction of polynomials. Now we're doing multiplication and division. Okay, so when it says use model, whenever you see model, that means algebra tiles. Okay, and if you look in your packet, you'll see that to do multiplication, it's a little bit backwards. We actually have to make like a little multiplication line. Okay, what I mean by that is, whoops, let's move this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go, you're gonna make this little box here, and you put one group on top, so 5 x's on top here, 4, 5, and then you put the other group down here, 2 x's here. And you'll see an x times an x is a what? X squared, right? X times x. And then so you're gonna see we're gonna have a bunch of x squareds. Right. Okay, so then you have, like he said, there's 10 x squareds. That's how you can model it. These are all the slivers. Yeah, sorry, these are the bars. They're all dark. Everything's positive. Right, and then algebra is just what we did in our warm-up. So algebra would just be 5x times 2x. 5 times 2 is 10. X times x is x squared. Kind of like multiplying like terms. Okay, any questions on that intro so far? Yeah, how do you do the model for the next one? So the next one's weird because it's got 2 variables. So what 2 variables means is that they're 2 different size of bars. So if I have an x, right, we just had x times x, right? Well, now x and y are different, so y, we're just going to be called a bar a little shorter. Okay? Because when you multiply x times y, what shape does that give you? Well, it gives you an xy, but what shape? Because before we got squares, right? No. This is interesting. Nope. A bar graph. Nope. Now we're getting crazy. Nope. Y, x. You get a rectangle. Rectangle is length times width with different sides, right? So the reason the other one's a perfect square because it was x times x. So it was a perfect nice square. These are just rectangles is all. That's why we call them xy's. Okay? So here's the model. Everybody's like getting it now. So y, I'll make them a little small here for y. I'll make them a little bit longer for the x's. Should have done the other way, but oh well. Okay? So you can see it's going to be y by x. It's a rectangle, xy. 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 Okay, so that's the model. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 xy's. So here, method 2, use algebra. So that'd be 3x times 2y. 3 times 2 is 6. X times y is xy. So we get the same thing. Okay, I'll pause the video. I want you to try those 4 or the 2 show you knows. Okay, try the 2 show you knows here. Try to use a model and try to use algebra. Okay, so let's look at these here. I'll do the models, and then I'll ask for you guys to help me with the algebras, okay? So the model, whoops. for the first one, we got two different variables. We have two different size tiles. So we'll do 4x's up here. So I got y's, I got x's. And so you get your rectangles here of x, y's. They're all positive, everything's shaded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 x, y's, all shaded. So 8xy. Algebra wise, 4x, 2y. 4 times 2 is 8. X times y is 8xy. Now for the negative one that Luke was just asking about, which is a very good point. So if I do my bars, 7 x's, a lot of x's. Make these ones a little bit smaller. Okay, and then I have one negative x. So that's white. So these are shaded. And then that's a negative. So a negative times a positive is a negative x squared all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 negatives. So you get a negative 7x squared. So if you had negative x times 7x, negative 1 times 7 is a negative 7. X times x is x squared. It's the same thing.
Those are all white.
Right. Those are all white on the inside. White means negative. Okay, we good? Okay, so example 2, write an expression for the area of the rectangle. So I want you to go ahead and do that. So you have to do 4.3x times 2x. Because to find the area of a rectangle is length times width, which is a little bit of an applied problem. Okay, and that would be 8.6. 4.3 times 2 is 8.6. X times x is x squared. 8.6x squared. Excuse me. Okay, simplified expression by finding the product. So we're going to keep going here. So negative 5x times 3.2, that's going to be, what's that going to be here? What is it? 15, so 0.2, so I think it's negative 15, negative 16? Negative 16x. Negative 5 times 3.2 is negative 16. X is by itself. This one here, 11a times 2b. So what they've done is they've pushed the variables out and made it 11 times 2, which is 22ab. 2y times 4.4y is going to be 8.8y squared. Okay, 12 times 3.2, so that would be 36, 30, what was that, 38.4? No. 38.4 h squared there. Multiply the numbers, h times h. 6.2x times x, 6.2x squared. 4.1 times 3, 12.3 y z. Order doesn't matter of your variables. If you put z first, that's fine. On the top, if you put ba, that's fine. Order doesn't matter for multiplication. Any last questions before we get into division? Like, you'll have to read them. Kind of same thing. You'll have to read them. All right, so find the quotient. So now what changes with exponents and division? Well, before, when we multiply with exponents, we add the exponents. When you divide them, what do? We subtract. So here, I have negative 10 divided by 2. That's just normal division. That's a negative 5. Single x. x2 over x1, that's 2 minus 1, which is a 1. Okay, this one here, 8 divided by 4. is a 2. The x's cancel, the y by itself. Correct. Last page, anything? Yeah, that's good. All right, we got a couple of more examples here. Okay, try these two on your own real quick. Try these two on your own real quick. Well, let's see here. What'd you get, Duffy, for the first one? 4x, good. 12 divided by 3 is 4. X is still there. There's no other x's. The y's cancel. Okay, Bree, how about B? Okay, so that's right for the x. Okay, x2 over x1 is an x, but what's a negative over a negative? Positive, so you'd be 7x. Okay, good. All right, last two here. So example, guys, I would start these because these are the type on the test, and these are the type that people often don't understand because they can't put it together. You're just working backwards. Okay, it says the area of a triangle is given by 18x squared. It says the base of the triangle is 4x. Okay, what is the height of the triangle in terms of x? Well, yeah, so first off, you guys are getting ahead of yourselves. 1/2 base times height represents the area.
You have to do half of 18.
No. Okay, so look, just slow down for a second. You guys are doing good. Just hold on, hold on. Just a second, hold on. I'll explain this one. You guys can try the ones down here. I like that you guys are ready. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is you want to put this into an equation now. It's an equation. You have an equal sign. I want to put 18x squared. That's what the area is, right? What else are we given? B or H? B. So that goes where B is. So I go 1/2 4x H equals 18x squared. All I've done is I've taken the formula for area of a triangle and put everything in I know. I know the area, I know the base, I know 1/2 because it's part of the formula. I don't know H, which makes sense because that's what they're asking me for. Does everybody see that? So there's two things you can do. You can take 1/2 of 4 right now, or you can times 2 to both sides to get rid of the 1/2. I'm going to 1/2 4 right now. 1/2 of 4 is 2. I'm just solving now. How do I get rid of the 2x? Luke? Yeah, divide it. Good. H is now by itself 18. This is the process. This is why we did it. This is what we're doing right now. 18 divided by 2, 9. x2 over x1, x. Height is 9x. Okay, questions or concerns with that one?